classmates. My name is Desiree, and this is my week 1 video for Theater 5363. I want to apologize for the background noise. I am currently in Orlando Airport. We were supposed to be home today, but we've had a lot of weather and delays. So I'm going to do my best to speak loud enough that everyone can hear me. So my confession is I have no theater background until recently when I started my master's. I have been an actor since high school, and I've also directed, but I've never had any courses that specifically relate to theater or theater history. And so all of this information is brand new to me, and I'm going to butcher probably a lot of names throughout this course, so I apologize for that. So in chapter 2, when I was reading about Constantine, I had never heard of him before, so all of this was new. I really appreciated how the author wrote this as kind of a fun experience through the information, and that really captured a lot of my attention. I learn better when I'm thinking of in stories or have kind of a fun purpose attached to it rather than facts. So I loved Bristoff's version a lot better, just because it kept my interest. But so it was interesting to learn about Stanislavski and how actually important he was to theater and the theater of today. I was really interested in when he was a little maybe embarrassed or worried about how his name might be disgraced for being in a production, and I've also experienced that in our own community theater. You know, we did a Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. We had people who called and left really nasty messages. We were worried about people picketing in front of our community theater, and so I could really kind of relate to him changing his stage name so that he didn't have a lot of that backlash. But also I appreciated how he committed to trying to change that for future generations of actors, and even, I guess, me, right? So that was really, really cool. I also found it interesting that there were so many different methods to acting. I've never really had any experience or anyone that I've learned what methods are, and so just seeing that he created a system that we can use now. And as a director at a high school theater, I'm really interested in seeing if there's a way that myself and the drama teacher at the high school could maybe implement a lot of these strategies that he's created and try to link our two programs together. I'm not allowed to teach at the high school because my husband works there, and so if there's a way that I can get her on board, then maybe we would be using some of the same language and really create more of a cohesion between the two. I love the part about how they did the seagull, and they thought that that was so important that they actually put an image on their theater curtains. Our community theater has done the same in some of our productions. We have a lot of bats, and so we consider the bat kind of our mascot, and that's been a running joke in our theater, so I really connected a lot with that. When it talked about all of the different techniques, so the inner techniques of imagination, concentration, the outer techniques like voice diction and movement, I don't think I've ever really thought about how complex acting truly is. And even when he pointed out act in the word action, I kind of felt silly that I've never thought about it that way before. But personally, I am going to be in a production actually the day after tomorrow, and this is coming at a really great time because I'm going to portray a real person in Come From Away along with my husband, and I cannot wait to actually learn a little bit more about how I can make these characters seem more real and come alive on the stage, especially for my director. It's his first time, and so if I can be more prepared, I think it's going to help him in the long run. and also to connect that with my students and let them see how I'm going to go through it, and that, you know, at any age you can learn new things. So I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to hear more about this whole concept and what I can get out of this class. And I'm really excited to see what I learn from others. So, bye.